Good evening. The wife and daughter of a man from Carlisle who died as a result of the contaminated blood scandal have spoken out following the government's announcement that there's to be an inquiry into what happened. Doreen Cowen is one of 2,400 people to have died after receiving blood containing HIV and hepatitis C in the 1970s and 80s. Kim Ingalls has more.
John Cowen was born with haemophilia, a condition which prevents blood from clotting. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, John would use a revolutionary clotting agent called Factor VIII whenever he was cut or bruised. In 1984, he and his wife were told that the blood used to produce the so-called wonder drug had been infected with HIV and hepatitis C.
I think we pretended it hadn't happened for quite a while. But in time it became obvious that, we were hoping that they'd made a mistake, but unfortunately.
I can remember Mum and Dad crying in rooms, and I'm in the next room and I could hear them crying, I could hear conversations, and I just knew that there was something.
John developed AIDS and died in 1991, aged 36. Thousands of people were infected by the contaminated clotting factor products supplied by the NHS. At least 2,400 have died and many more are terminally ill. John's family hope the UK-wide inquiry into the scandal announced by the Prime Minister earlier this month will bring justice for all the victims.
My dad had already died by the time I realised that he had HIV. It wasn't till a good while later that I knew it was HIV, and even then nobody told me. Freddie Mercury died, and I seen photos of Freddie Mercury, and he was just so skeletal, like the exact same as my dad, and when I seen those pictures I just knew.
The whole thing was so unnecessary, it just didn't have to happen. It just really didn't.
And what kind of justice do you hope this inquiry will bring then?
Well, just really that it's made known that it was negligence or whatever.
I want to find out who said it was okay to do this to my dad, really, yeah. Who pretty much signed my dad's death certificate.
Nina and Doreen are keen to talk to other families living locally who've been affected. As they wait to see what answers the inquiry comes up with, they continue to keep John's memory alive for the grandchildren and great-grandchildren he never got to meet. Kim Ingalls, ITV News, Carlisle.